Hi, welcome to my channel, and this is episode 257 of our Gravetour of the famous series. In this episode, we return to Manila North Cemetery in search of notable individuals like our heroes, famous celebrities, musicians, politicians, sportsmen, and businessmen interred in this part of Metro Manila. Come, join us to remember, celebrate the life, and visit the final resting place of a businessman, patriot, propagandist, and known as a close friend to Dr. Jose Rizal, and a poet, novelist, and politician, infamous of being political turncoat. Located at the northern side of the cemetery, we found the final resting place of Jose Maria Basa. Jose Maria San Agustin Basa was born on the 19th December 1839 in Tondo, Manila. He was a businessman, patriot, propagandist, and known as close friend to Dr. Jose Rizal. Basa studied and finished Bachelor of Philosophy at UST, and at the age of 20, Basa already managing a distillery owned by his family. Basa had linked to Padre Burgos through Comité de Reformadores, a group of reformists with desire for Philippine autonomy from Spain. After Padre Burgos with Padre Gomez and Padre Zamora were executed because of their involvement in 1872 Cavite Mutiny, Basa and several others were sent to exile in the Marianas. After 2 years in exile in the Marianas, Basa moved to Hong Kong in 1874, where he rebuilt his business and resumes his reforms and propaganda campaign against Spain. Because of his connection in Hong Kong custom and its practices, Basa was able to smuggle many propaganda materials, books, and pamphlets into the Philippines and distributed in Manila and its neighboring provinces. In October 1888, Marcelo H. del Pilar, a writer and reformist, met with Basa for the smuggling and distribution of La Solidaridad into the Philippines. Few months later, in February 1889, Dr. Jose Rizal, also a writer and reformist, met with Basa to get assurance that both the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo would be smuggled and reach the Philippines for distribution to Manila and similarly in neighboring provinces. Few years later, Basa was a known reformist for Philippine autonomy from Spanish colonizer, suddenly pledged allegiance in August 1898 and supported American annexation of the Philippines. Basa returned and visited Philippines under American rule in early 1900 but decided to stay in Hong Kong in his remaining years. Basa died on the 10th of July 1907 at the age of 67. 8 years after his death, his remains were brought back from Hong Kong on the 15th of April 1915 and interred here at Cementerio del Norte. Located at the central section of the cemetery, along its main road, we found the final resting place of Pedro Paterno. Pedro Alejandro de Vera Ignacio Paterno was born on the 27th February 1857 in Manila from a wealthy clan. He was a poet, novelist, and politician known for being a political turncoat. Paterno studied at Ateneo de Manila, finishing Bachelor of Arts. He also attended schools in Spain, where he took philosophy and theology courses at University of Salamanca and law at Central University of Madrid. In early 1897, General Emilio Aguinaldo's revolutionary forces had been driven out of Cavite and retreated northward to Biaknabato village in San Miguel, Bulacan. General Aguinaldo then established the Republic of Biaknabato.
Napapaligiran ng buong Katagalugan, ang buong Maynila. Tapos pa ang puwersa nila, masasakal natin sila.
Saan sa Bulacan ang pupuntahan natin?
Sa baryo ng Biaknabato, sa mga bulubunduking lugar ng San Miguel.
In July of same year, Paterno presented himself and his services to then Governor General Fernando Primo de Rivera as a mediator between Spanish government and revolutionary leaders for a truce.
Lalo na pag nagpadala ng soldado ang Espanya. Maaari tayo na magdala ng isang armistisyo, tigil putukan, amnestiya para sa lahat ng revolusyonaryo. Sabi sa gobernador general, isa lang ang daan para sa kapayapaan. Independence. Kasama namin ang nahuli nilang mga preso, sina Felix Ferrer, Pedro Paterno, ilang tanda ng kanilang sensoridad. Pinaubayan nilang mga ginoso nyo para sa kanilang mga kalayaan. Humiling na kayo ng kahit na ano. Mga independence. Handa silang pauwiin lahat ng mga kastilang kayo na ng pakialam ng simbahan sa estado. Dalawang representante sa Cortes.
The truce called Pact of Biaknabato was signed by General Aguinaldo on the 15th December 1897, ending the Philippine Revolution with General Aguinaldo and revolutionary leaders voluntarily exiled to Hong Kong in exchange of indemnity amounted to 800,000 Mexican pesos.
3 milyong piso.
Sakaling pag-isipan ng malaking kapalit ng tigil putukan at pagsuko ng armas sa pamahalaan, kabilang sa pagbabayad ng 800,000 piso ay ang proteksyon ng kanyang kagalang-galang Gobernador General. Kayapaan sa mga susunod na taon, may mga pagbabago ihahatid din ang pamahalaan. Una, ang pag-alis ng mga praile. Pangalawa, pagkakaroon ng representatibo sa Korte ng Espanya. At pangatlo, pagtaguyod ng isang sistema ng katarungan at maayos na pagbilang ng buwig.
However, in January 1898, 3 weeks after the truce and signing of Pact of Biaknabato, Paterno returned to Manila, but his compensation for mediation services was denied by the Governor General and other Spanish authorities. 9 months later, Paterno joined as member of Malolos Congress of the Revolutionary Government of the Philippines. He was elected as president of Malolos Congress on the 15th of September 1898. In May 1899, Paterno served as Prime Minister of the First Philippine Republic established in January 1899, replacing Apolinario Mabini from the post.
Kaaway din ng Espanya ang Amerika. Ang kaaway ng aking mga kaaway, tuturing kong kaibigan. Kanya sa Cuba. Sinakop ba nila ang Cuba? Hindi. Tinulungan pa nila ang mga Cubano na sipain ng Espanyol. Tayong dapat ikatakot. At pagbigyan naman natin na magkaroon tayo ng kapayapaan.
Pedro Paterno, pinipili ko ang kapayapaan.
Lahat tayo may interes. Tao lamang tayo. Minamahal ko rin ang ating bayan. Pendejadas!
After the signing of the Treaty of Paris in December 1898 and subsequent eruption of Philippine-American War, Paterno was later captured by American troops in April 1900 in Benguet. During American occupation, Paterno was one of the prominent Filipinos who joined the American side and supported the annexation and incorporation of Philippine Islands into the United States. In October 1907, Paterno was elected as member of Philippine Assembly representing the 1st District of Laguna. He served for more than 1 year until May 1909. As poet and novelist, some of Paterno's works include 1880 Spanish poem Sampaguitas y Otras, Poesias Varias, 1885 Spanish novel Ninay, and his last Spanish novel published in 1911 titled Los Últimos Románticos, and La Erupción de Volcán de Taal. Paterno died on the 26th of March 1911 because of cholera. He was just 54. In the next episode, we will post more videos on the continuation of our visit here at Manila North Cemetery and libingan ng mga bayani in Taguig. Later in this channel, we will also post more Gravetour videos including Loyola Memorial Park in Marikina and in Parañaque. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe if you like my channel. See you in our next Gravetour of the famous episodes.